It's day 8 of Parent Awakening series, and I'm so excited that we get to do this journey together. Have you watched the previous videos? If you haven't, everything is on my YouTube channel. So just go subscribe, watch it, enjoy the videos, learn, apply, and share the video as well. As an adult, how do we feel when we have just made a mistake or we have taken a poor decision concerning something and things go wrong? And immediately we're being told how badly we have performed, we're being criticized, we're being corrected immediately. As adults, there's a little bit of resistance, and that can make us defensive. This is how our children feel. When we correct them, immediately things happen. Maybe it's a mistake or a misbehavior. They might not listen to us at that point. But there's a way that we can get our children listen to us. It's called pre-teaching. My name is Blessing Oladimeji, and today we're going to be sharing on pre-teach. Pre-teach means teaching ahead, teaching before things happen. And it's the best method that I love on the parenting journey. I adopt it, I use it so well, and I love it because I get to see results. I bet every parent wants to see results. When correcting their children, yes, you want to see that this child doesn't do this certain thing anymore, or this child understands now, or this child gets it, right? So, results is what we should focus on. So that's why we always say there's no need to shout, there's no need to yell. If the child has not gotten the message, what's the point? So, pre teaching is teaching ahead before something happens. It's a situation whereby we plan what to teach, where to teach. It's planned. We can write it in a journal that today I want to teach my children about orderliness. I want to teach my children about respect. I want to teach my children about humanity. I want to teach my children about our culture. So it's something that you plan to do. So when they misbehave, you're telling them at that point, you're seeing that misbehavior or when they make a mistake as an opportunity to teach something that your child has not fully mastered or is not even aware of. Do we know that sometimes our children misbehave, or what we call misbehavior? Our children do things inappropriately that they honestly did not know it was wrong. Let me give an example. Something happened in my home many years ago. One of my princes he had been so busy at home. Like he had mopped, he had cleaned, he had swept, he had done the dishes, he had helped his brothers, he had, cleared the shoe rack. He was just so busy that day. And after some time, his uncle came visiting and gave him so much work to do. And my son said, I'm sorry, I can't do it. I'm very tired. I have been working since morning. Immediately I saw that. I knew that he wasn't trying to be rude. He just did not know the culture. He did not understand that you don't tell an adult that you're tired, and you can't do it. And I knew that that was a teaching moment for my son. So I called him and I told him, I said, you have to apologize because it doesn't work with our culture. Our culture does not understand it. You have been working since morning. I know that. But he just came in and he's not aware of that. Right. And I said, there are ways to do it whereby you're not sounding disrespectful, but you're still trying to express yourself. So pre-teaching is the best way to go because it's in an environment whereby everyone is calm, settled, happy. Everybody is receptive to whatever you want to share. Sometimes you share things and you teach things through storytelling. Storytelling is one way that helps our children remember things that we have said. But imagine if they have misbehaved at that time. What story do you want to tell a child? When you're even spanking the child at that point, beating the child, and saying, I've told you to stop this thing. You don't listen. You don't have ears. The child might not take in what we are saying at that point. So it's good to pre-teach our children. And I will encourage us to adopt storytelling. We might want to learn how to tell stories. So I taught my children love. And let me tell us a story I shared with them. Many years back, when before I got married, I used to work and travel around Nigeria. So I had actually gone to one state. So when I get to a state and I'm going to a village, what I do is I pay for all the seats in that park, in that car, and I just go immediately because I don't have time. So I had gone to the north to do something that period, and I was the only one in the car. So as usual, I just brought out my money and I just said, okay, okay, let me give you how much is for everyone and let's go. And the driver shocked me. He said, I'm sorry, I'm not collecting your money. I have to wait for the other passengers. I said, hey, I said, I'm going to pay you for the seat. He said, no. If the passengers come, how would they go? I have to consider them. And at that point, I was blown away. This is many years ago. It's over 15 years ago. And I can still remember the way I felt that day. And I just looked, I said, so this is love. He doesn't even know the passengers coming. See, we waited there for almost an hour and no passenger came until maybe 1 hour after. So almost, it was almost 1 hour or so. And that's when the car was full. And I was just silent all through the trip because I was like, these people really love each other. So I was telling my children the story and I said, this is how to love, whereby you're loving because you're not expecting anything. You're not expecting anyone to pay you back, but it's just the right thing to do to show love. So it's best to pre-teach our children. You want to teach your children respect. They might not know that they need to respect even people in authority. They may not understand why they need to respect God that they can't even see. Yes, our children ask plenty of questions. Why should I be quiet during morning devotion or when we're praying? And God is not here. So it's our duty to teach them that you respect God. God is mighty. God is supreme. God is sovereign. You teach your children that. So when they're having the next devotion, you've taught them. So they are knowing that, oh, okay, we can't misbehave now because God is sovereign. And you teach your children to respect authorities, the president, government. Teach them to respect parents, to respect adults, their teachers. They might not know. So it's best you teach them. So there are many things we can teach our children, but it's good that we organize what we want to say, how we want to say it, where we want to say it. Sometimes you're just driving with them and you're teaching them things intentionally or telling them to look out, but you've planned that we're going to teach this today. I trust we have learned something and we're going to share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. My husband said, if you don't ask, nobody will do it. So subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye.